Vayikach Korach, and Korach took Sanhedrin, Daf Kuf Teso from Bez Kol Pasuk. This is brought in Sanhedrin. Yudresh Kuf Pusha Achas, the Eastmand Lo Yora Shabbos. That there's this one embarrassment, and there's a person who does not fear Shabbos. The Korach that refers to Korach. Davi Mislotze Spetzitzis, that who's making fun of the tzitzis. Umezuzah and the mezuzah the Ihuram is Lamatronisa. Malka the Shabbos at Ganushono, that hints to the matron, the queen of Shabbos, the Shabbos queen. That's the tzitzis and the mezuzah hint to the Shabbos queen. And Mikamelech Shar Olamato Perek Lamed Beis Daf Kaf Sufam Gimel Kain is Galgal Rucho Bekorach. The Kain's ruach was when was in a Gilgul into Korach. Shar Abba Ve'ima Parshas Lamed Vav Davam Ayin Vav Aleph. Tzadik Atama Yifrach, that the words, the righteous will sprout like will flower like a palm tree. Sufi Tivos Korach. So the end letters are Korach, Niralini state. It seems to me Shitzarchios Korach Al Derech Kol Chachmi Yisrael Lefanik Klipas Hashum Chutz Mina Korach Hazeh Kereach Hazeh. Like it said, it's supposed to be Kereach. You're not supposed to say, this is not really about Korach per se. The drasha is it's Tzadik Adama Yifrach is like a shave. So like Kol Chachmei Yisrael, all the sages of Israel Lefanai are in front of me, Keklipas Hashum, like the peel of a garlic. Chutz min kireach hazeh, except for this shaven one. I think it's talking about Elisha Navi, because he was called the kireach, ali kireach. So it refers to a great Torah scholar. Find Mashikasov al Pasuk al Piazor, Parshas Tazria, Dafim Chesum al Pasuk Va'ish, Ki Marit Rosho Kireachu Tower, who, and look what's brought in Tazria about a man who will pull his hairs out. So he's bald and he's pure. Shah Kiryas Samech Pei Kuvav. Vayikach Korach. The Korach took Lokach Mehau Feres Shel Kain Kina de Misavusachulu. What did he take? He took from the lead of Kain, that which is the impure nest. So, like if you have a bird's nest of an impure bird, a not kosher bird, and you take from it, so that's taking from the impure nest. Kina de Misavusa. Rabos Vayichi Parshas Tzadik Ches Daf Kuf Tes Amud Aleph Shehu Kuf Yud Vav Aleph. Bekal Amal Techad Kfodi. In their gatherings, my honor should not be rejoiced over there. B'shah Shehem, or Mitziyached, they should not single me out. B'shah Shehem Nikalim Al Moshe Badas Korach, that the time when they're gathering against Moshe in the congregation of Korach, so they should not mention Yisrael. Yaakov V'chenu Sham Parshas Tzadik Tes Kuf Yud Gimel Aleph Shehu Kuf Yud Ches Suf Amud Daled Bamidbar Suf Parsha Gimel Rish Tes Vav Daled Shehu Ches Daled Mi Hayu Baalei Machlokes Korach ben Yitzhar ben Kahas. Who are the people who are arguing? The Korach, the son of Yitzhar, the son of Kahas. And since the other tribes of Reuven, Shimon, and Gad were next to them, they all were drawn into this. They were all drawn into this argument. That through him were burnt, the congregation of Korach and so forth. Sham Parsha Hey Daf Reish Chaf Amud Gimel Shuid Gimel Sof Amud Gimel Ein Sham is all the Medrash Rabbah that was being used by the Tzemach Tzedek for these minor Makomos. Rish Parshas Korach Be'Koheles Al Pasuk V'Gedalti V'Osafti Parsha Ches Gimel Shu Zayin Gimel Goeles on the verse, and I added and I greatened and so forth. Arba Nikra Mana Ben Pras Un Ben Pelas Chulu. There were four that were called Mana the son of Pras. Un Ben Pelas was one of them. So you have one, the son of 100, meaning to say that the son was much less than the father, or something like that. Zohar Chelik Aleph Bereshis Yud Zayin Aleph Beis Sefer Hadaras Melech Simin Tzadikei B'Mikdash Melech Sham Beis Tes Zayin Tes Vav Beis Megale Amukus Kuf Pei Aleph Ispali Korach Hato Ma'in Dor Haflaga, that Korach sinned similar to the generation of the Tower of Babel, that the Dor Haflaga is Hitpaleg, to be divided. They were divided and spread out. So Korach is similar to the concept of the generation that split. So Korach also split. He divided between Moshe and the Bnei Israel and so forth. Or he divided between himself and Moshe. Because of Anshe Shem, like it says by Korach that they were all people of name. Sham Nemar Nase Lanu Shem. And it says by the Dor HaFlaga, by the Tower, by Migdal Bavel, that they said, let's make for ourselves a name. Rase Lanu Shem. Shuv Ra'isi Shekain Kas HaBechaye Parshas Korach. And so I saw that the Bechai also talks about this. V'herich b'zeh b'pirish v'yitzpaligayin sham, and he goes at length about this idea that they divided and so forth. Look over there. V'ayim b'rabos b'reish Yisuf Parsha Kavav b'yud ches Moshe reish lamites ilu lo haya Korach nechlak al Aaron haya tnufas alavim shinif Aaron kinyan akidas Yitzchak al yidei Avram. If Korach hadn't argued and divided upon Aaron, so the waving of the Nevi'im that Aaron waved would be similar to the Akedah of Yitzchak through Avraham. That the Levim are Gvura and Aaron is Isha Chesed, so the waving the Levim would have been such a merit that it would have been like the Akedah Yitzchak. Vayakumu lifnei Moshe, and they stood up in front of Moshe, Sanhedrin, Daf Kuf Yud Amud Aleph, Anashim Ibnei Israel, Chamishim U'Masayim, that the sons of Israel are 250, Miuchadim Shebe'eda. These are the special people in the congregation, Kriyei Moed, called from the congregation, or called in to when we're called to gather, the leaders, Yodim La'aber, Shanim. So what are Kriyei Moed? Those who called the Moed, the times, that these were the people who knew La'aber Shanim, how to make a leap year and so forth. They were very smart. Look for Chadashim, and to set months and so forth. Anshe Shem, people of name, men of name, Shailahem Shem B'chol Ha'olam, that they were well known throughout the world. Bez Ein Hitas, about maybe Abalaturim, Chamishim, Umasayim, Ner Shaim Yidach, says 250 is the candle, which is Gematria 250 of the wicked, should be put out. Kriyei Chaser Yud, that those who were called with is lacking a Yud, Sha'avro Yud HaDibros, that they transgressed the 10 Commandments. Rabos Naso, Parshas Gimel Rishon Beis Beis, Shumem He Beis, Kriyei Moed, Gmada Samras Ele Kriyei Ha'eda, Nisi Matos. So it says, those who are called in the congregation, like it's brought, like it says, these are those who are called of the congregation, Nisi Matos, the leaders of the tribes, Bamidbar Aleph Tes Zayin. So that also means that they were the leaders of the tribes. Shanasim Hayu, but that they were princes. Achashvatim Shebedegel Machne Yehuda Al Kol Panim Vadei Lo Hayu Nisiehem b'machlokas, but the tribes that were in the flag of the camp of Yehuda, so their princes, their leaders, were not in this argument, like it's brought over there in Rabbos. Reish Parshas Korach, Reish Samechtas Beis Canal, Reish is Sof Pashakov of Namar, Kanan Shishem, and Amalal, and Kriyamoid, and Shishem Hulu. Again, like it's brought that these were, but that, so you have a correlation between the people of Korach and the Nisim, that it says also Anshe Shem, and it says by the Nisim, Kriyamoid, Anshe Shem. So you have the people of name, famous people, who are in this. That included in these 250 were the 12 princes that brought the Chanukas HaMizbeach, the establishment of the altar. And according to my simple opinion, Nachshon and those that were with him were not with them, and so forth. Like he said that like he brought it straight from the Midrash Rabbah. Bishallah, Parshas Korach, Shinun Ches Beis, Targum Yonas and the Yakuma b'chutz b'chulu. It says that they got up with chutzpah. If Shalom al derech kol haolech b'kum kufa kilu dochek, and we can say that the fact that they got up with a chutzpah, it's as if they push away the legs of the divine presence. So the people of Korach, the fact that they had chutzpah and haughtiness, and the way they got up, so that was part of their avera. So that's Vayikumu lifnei Moshe.